The kindest people are often the most exhausted ones, and nobody sees it happening. A Starbucks cup on a desk, empty, cold, forgotten. You answer the 2 a.m. messages. You listen when nobody else will. You stay a little longer than you should. And at first, it feels like kindness, but slowly, it starts feeling like obligation. And one day you realize something strange. You don't feel full anymore. Even when life is fine, you just feel drained. There's a saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. But nobody tells you what happens when you keep pouring anyway. The most dangerous burnout is the one that looks like kindness. Imagine this, a backyard barbecue in California. People laughing, music playing, grills smoke in the air. But you're not fully there. You're listening to someone, a friend, talking about their divorce. Their voice cracks, and something in your chest tightens. Not empathy, absorption. You don't just understand their pain, you carry it. Maya Angelou once said, people will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And you never forgot that. So you started feeling everything, too well, too deeply, too often. And that's where the problem begins. Because nobody taught you that emotional openness without boundaries is not connection, it's absorption. You become a sponge, not a person. You take in stress that isn't yours. You carry emotions that were never meant to stay in you. And you don't even notice when it becomes too heavy. Empathy is not what drains you. Lack of boundaries is. In American culture, being supportive is praised. Being available is rewarded. Being the strong one is expected. So, you learn something quietly. Saying yes means being good. Even when you're tired, even when you're empty, even when you need space, you feel guilty saying, I can't right now. But here's the truth. Eleanor Roosevelt said, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. And the same applies here. No one drains you without your participation. But most of the time, you don't even realize you're still saying yes, because it feels like love, but it behaves like depletion. Kindness without boundaries eventually stops being kindness. It becomes self-erasure. Flight attendants say something simple. Put your oxygen mask on first. Not because you matter more, but because without air, you help no one. And emotionally, it's the same. You don't need to stop caring. You need to stop disappearing inside everyone else's emotions. Try this shift. I care about you, but I don't have the capacity right now. That sentence changes everything because it introduces something you forgot. Your limits are real. Anne Lamott once wrote, almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. And that includes you. You are not a machine. You are not a support system. You are a person. And even good people need recovery. You don't become a better person by carrying more. You become a better person by staying intact. At some point, something changes. You still care, but you stop overextending. You still listen, but you stop absorbing everything. And slowly, you start coming back to yourself. The exhaustion doesn't disappear instantly, but it stops growing. And one day, you realize something simple. You are not responsible for holding everyone. You are only responsible for not losing yourself. Empathy is a gift. But without boundaries, it becomes the slow disappearance of the self. And the moment you choose yourself again, you don't become less kind. You become sustainable. If you've ever been the strong one for too long, this is for you. Write this in the comments. I am allowed to rest. Because sometimes the most healing thing you can do is stop becoming everything for everyone and start becoming someone for yourself again.